Hi, I'm Ted V. Mikels, the movie maker. I love making movies. It doesn't matter whether I shoot my movies on a big Mitchell 35 millimeter that is, or a video camera, or a little pint-sized digital camera, or whether I edit on my bay upstairs, which takes a half of a floor with tons of equipment, or on a computer, or however I edit. But in any event, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the making of the movie, The Cauldron, Baptism of Blood. We shot it right here in the studio, although all the sets are torn down, the pillars do not have flaming bowls of fire on them anymore, and the actors and actresses are not present. But you'll see a little bit of how we made the movie in the next few minutes. And thank you for watching. By the way, if you haven't, check out my website, www.tedvmichaels.com. Don't forget, it's spelled M-I-K-E-L-S. Thank you for watching, and tell your friends to buy The Cauldron, Baptism of Blood. Thank you.
Well, here we are, looking down from the balcony on my humble little studio, very cluttered, but very, very useful.
Well, we've covered basically cast and location.
We start by having a lot of meetings, potential crew people, potential cast people, people that want to hear all about the project before they commit themselves.
Around the room and talk about, like, reintroduce yourself. Okay, so I'm Amy. I'm the UPM, the production manager, and I was Ted's production manager, and I did everything from first AD to blood. Different people working on one thing. Work as a team, so if one of you guys can't cover it, you have someone else to cover it for you. I'm Cydia, I'm the AD. Basically, you guys will be going through me. Ted's gonna be very busy. Have things like that. There's no drugs or drinking. You know, we are trying to, you know, maintain that level of professionalism. So, you know, definitely don't come wasted or anything.
We don't have any bitching or complaints on the movie set. We don't tolerate it. We don't tolerate any disagreements that become loud. People may have a disagreement, well, this will look better over here than here, and somebody will say, well, I think it's better over here, so maybe we should ask somebody else. We solve it that way. We want people who are making the movie because they love making the movie. And so because of that, we have never, ever had problems. We just don't. And if you have a complaint that's legitimate, go to somebody who can do something about it. But we always try to solve everything, not only in an amicable way, but a silent way.
I always tell people we make movies because we love to, and if we're not having fun, then something's wrong. I like it when everybody is very busy, the crew all gets to meet each other and work together, and communication is very important.
I just have a feeling that the girl is going to be, this is what I hope to have, Dave. Yeah. About this high.
And with Dave and Mac and Celeste, Adam, all people busy exercising their craft and working hard to put together the ingredients for a good movie.
That's a really good one.
We all have fun doing it, even though we work hard. There's a lot going on all the time. This goes on for several weeks.
Are you going to be able to stick anything up on the wall between the two? Good, okay. Mac and Dave, you're getting ready to...
A lot of details.
Don't forget, before we start shooting, I want that black flat to cover this area where we're going in. Yeah, and the best place for it, this way, horizontally.
And we build a lot of sets inside our little studio.
Also, before we shoot, have somebody cover the mannequin bases with that black cloth.
Hey, Celeste, do you like redheads?
This base, she keeps turning over.
I know.
Yeah. She wants to be laying down.
That dressing is very important. Everything has got to look right. I think this stage in the back of the studio here has been dressed and redressed many, many times. And here we've got our effects man Dave constructing a lot of the pieces and putting them together. Mac here using a drill very, how we say, with very great diligence. And now we've got the cast, that is the crew people going through the prospective people for the cast. We look at all the pictures, remembering those we've
So many
interviewed.
beautiful effects, and it was such a nice show, but they ruined it because there was no continuity. You had no idea what was going on, and maybe.
And there's always a little chatter about the making of movies. And gathering of props is terribly important. Somehow or other, by phone or whatever, who of the Coven girls that you have contacted. And at the start, the crew gets to know each other very well. Learn how to work together before the actual shooting starts.
Twist them a little bit.
And when we're shooting, we deal with problems.
And bounce in there.
We can't help it. It's a bouncy room. That's why there's not a lot of lines in there.
And here we've got Jay Gowie's drawings of the Visago head that I asked him to make.
Can you move over this way?
And I approved certain drawings, and this is what he came up with.
This was made by Jay Gowie in Arizona. He'll be here for a couple of days.
His company is called Monsters of Extinction. Monsters of Distinction.
Like Medusa, snakes coming out of his head near his horns and so on. He sculpted all this, and then we'll have a backup. But he's got a negative. You made this negative. Good, that's what he wanted to
We
see.
did a great deal of experimenting with these negative and positive images. And here, of course, some more Jay Gowie's masks are being tried on by two members of the cast to see how they photograph. And of course, we had thoughts about having fog in the set, so we'd have a real misty set. But we soon learned that it doesn't work, so we did not use fog.
Dancing for you and
We interviewed a lot of people
Hi,
for
Genocide
potential
came
parts.
down to read for the part of Demonia, possibly Rochelle, possibly Cardagia. I want to show some of the tattoos. Bufferama. Yeah.
and the monsters too.
Oh, the monsters. That'll be
Tattoos
I guess one of the Coven
galore.
girls. Even my booty, I guess. This is my moves. And then I'm going to teach everybody else how to do that.
Assist us in our search for new sacrifices.
And everyone has a chance to read
Almighty and powerful descender.
and show their tattoos. Lots of reading goes on for 2 or 3 weeks.
My name is Mary Selby, and to contribute to the film is I want to get part of Demonia, and very pleasant person.
How tall are you, Sean?
6'2" and a quarter.
6'2" $1/4",
6'3" with the afro.
Hello, my name is Debbie Ballwig at 269-6470.
She was a perfect match. We made the mannequin that used to be at the door of the
Hi,
castle.
my name is Sinita
Her
DeVoe.
match.
I'm 34 years old, from the Bahamas.
There's
Let's see,
Malusina.
I'm 5'8". I weigh about 175 pounds, even though I'm trying to lose a little bit here. I think my best feature is my legs, if that counts for anything.
I'm going to cosmetology school, and I would like to be in your film. I feel that I have the uniqueness and the aura and the character, especially to do the little coven dance thing, you know.
And everyone gets a chance to show how they would dance if they were Coven girls. So we put a little music up and let them have it. Let him get at
My
it.
name is Philo Soro. I'm originally from France. I'm shooting for the Covenant Girls, whichever role that suits for me, that you guys think is best for me.
I'm Justine Baker. I'm a Coven dancer, Coven girl, or then maybe the Cauldron. I don't know my title so far.
These scenes were shot by several people with a handy camera at the time. Of course, these scenes are usually not lit properly, but they weren't intended to be. They were just to give us an idea of the abilities of the potential cast people. We get to see how the Coven girls would move if they became Coven girls and so on. But everyone has a chance. Everyone has an opportunity to show us what they could do. Tamara, our choreographer, working with one of the girls. And here's Philo. Some of the girls had fantastic routines just by hearing the music.
Carl. I am here to audition for Stacy. I am a singer, actress, dancer, choreographer, and I'm real excited. And thank you, Jen Osad. And it was my beautiful
Kelly Carl. Here's Mac and Celeste rigging lights to be pulled up to the heights of the ceiling.
It might be a good idea to go ahead and marbleize them the way we have the sacrificial
Mac.
table. We get the film.
Our artist working with Dave White, and marbleizing those towers, those columns was Mac's idea, and he did a beautiful job. Here people are getting ready to be put before the camera. And of course, the choreography, teaching the girls to do the dances, coven dancing, went on very often. Shooting automobile driving scenes is something we try to do when we're not in the studio. And as always, in my pictures anyway, all the props are made, and here they're being decorated with artistry of Mac and Dave and so on. And the coven girls are forever learning new routines and practicing their dancing. It's got to be distracting to people who are trying to do other kinds of work, but all the work gets done.
Okay, take the sled away.
We're getting ready to shoot.
Get a mic test on Demonia. Get ready to say your line, Demonia. Rehearsal only. Action, Demonia.
Malusana, Cadessa, and Tor. Prepare for the baptism.
Watching the monitor, and then you go like this to them with one hand. Okay. Go like that to one hand. That means to start your dance, because that means I'm going to come back here. A lot of rehearsals for the coven dancing.
Yeah. And wait for action, Malusana, because I'm pulling back from a real tight candle flame. And I'm rolling, and mark it.
Scene Apple, 58, take 2.
We had the jib camera working in this scene. And our collection of props taken from everywhere we could get them. And here's some drummers that participate in the Blue Man group as part of the group.
I desire to learn everything to be a gifted sorceress.
Okay, now you can. Get more top per head.
There's the jib arm, and Adam getting ready to position it.
Camera B, take 3.
And this is an example of how difficult it is to shoot when you do not have control of all the sound. We had helicopters and planes seems like every minute we get into a scene and there comes a plane or a helicopter.
She was saying around 6, but just drop me a voicemail just to let me know.
And at the conclusion of the evening, we try to regroup and be prepared for the next day's shoot, and also to continue on. And this was some funny stuff in the gym here, spritzing the players. Everybody thought maybe if you just squirt it like out of a squirt, the people will look like they're perspiring. You have to throw water on them, which got to be funny, but that's the way it's done. And here near the ending scene where Thor is unmasked, and here the girls are dancing again just before the finale. And of course, if you've seen the movie, you know where all these scenes fit. There's so many scenes we could show you, but there has to be a limit to them. And we have hours and hours of footage, all for this purpose. And anyway, comes the end of all good things. It's a wrap.